Today we're talking about to NDT non-destructive test. In the basic non-destructive examinations, oil and check process. That means introduction. Now we came to introductions. That is introductions. The lead feed gives guidance on the dedications of the surface defects, cables such as check cracks or porosity. By the processes involving the uses of oil and chalk, the principles upon which the process is based is the absorption by chalk of fluid. Penetrate oil is applied to the surface of the parts to be checked, and after removing the surplus oil, a layer of chalk is applied. Oil intertapate in defects is absorbed by the chuck, the resulting strain indicating their positions. 1.1, that is, there are two basic methods of applying the process. First is hot fluid process and second is cold fluid process. Of this, the process employing hot oil is the more efficient and should be used whenever possible, but both methods suffer serious limitations as indicated in paragraph 2nd. However, some properties process, example, the Bristol's modified method of oil and chalk test, which is adoptions of the hot fluid process, are not subjected to such deficiencies. The Bristol method is considered is more details in paragraph 5. This is and I mean this printout is related to NDT cap books. So now we can in 1.2 guidance on the uses of penetrate dry and fluorescent ink process, which have been largely superseded. The conventional oil and chalk process is given in leaflet BL थ्रेसा के बुक में 8.2 पे informational on the use of ultrasonic equipment for the detections of flaws is given in leaflet BL 8-3, and on the radiology examinations of aircraft structure in BL 8-4 guidance of magnetics method of flaw dedications in given in leaflet BL थ्रेसा के बुक में 8-5 limitations of the process, which question is related to DGCA. So now we came in that topics. The oil of chalk process were devised for the dedication of sources defect and non-ferrous and some non-metallic materials, but the deficiencies described in the following paragraph should be considered before the dedicating upon the suitability of either the process for the work in hand, the process, or nor considered suitability for the dedication of Minard's flaw or tightly sawed crack. 2.1. The process are quite effective for such applications as the dedication of large cracks in rough castings, but in general, the degree of constraint obtained by the oil adhesions is very poor, and unless the pre-cleaning and the final drying process are efficiently done, spurious indication of defect may be given. 2-2 defect indications at best will appear only as a dark gray stain on the light gray backgrounds and are not sufficiently defined to make the dedications of small crack particles particularly when examining part having dark surface, example chromated magnesium alloy parts. 2-3 When the hot oil process is used for parts which are dimensionally large or so are of intricate shape in the obtain not possible to remain the surplus oil quickly enough to be able to apply the chalk before the part become cool. Thus, the object of heating is difficult. See paragraph 3.4. On the other hand, if the dyeing is not done efficiently, so now we come in next paragraph, but we know that it is this entity is more necessary for our daily examinations because this topic is so useful in aviations. So now we can in second topic of topic of NDT. NDT means non-destructive test. So now we can masking of defect may occur due to spontaneous exchange of the chalk of damp areas. And now we come in hot fluid process, how to do and how it would be do. So now come to obtain satisfactory result, it is essential that the parts should be thoroughly cleaned before immersions. If the parts have previously been immersed in an acid pickles bath, paint strippers, or some other strong solutions, all trace of such solutions must be removed by adequate washing to be avoid contaminations of the test oil. 3.1 The parts of examined should be immersed or if a specified area only it is to be examined partly immersed in a solution consisting of approximately 28% by volume of lard oils in paraffin. The solutions should be maintained at the temperature of approximately 80 degrees Celsius and the periods of immersions must be sufficient to allow the parts of attain this temperature. If preferred solutions consisting of 3 parts paraffin and 1 part of lubricating oil or 50% paraffin and 50% spindle oil may be used. Now, uh, further, after immersions, the parts should be dried quickly and thoroughly with a non-fluffy rag. Excellent final cleaning can be achieved by the use of ungrazed tissue papers. Further, the parts should be thin, be placed in the chalk cabinet and a fine layer of dry powdered French chalk should be applied, preferably by the method that we will be distributed the chalk in a gentle cloud. A paint spray gun with a conical fluid filtered in front of the jet operated at a pressure about to 10 lb square inches will be found stevens. For this purpose the gun should be provided with an efficient water trap. Surplus chalk should be removed by lighting tapping the parts of block of wood. Note: the chalk cabinet should from an enclosed area in which the parts of examined can be placed. It heavy temperate from fronted should be fitted with an exhaust fan to remove surplus chalk. The parts can be coated more rapidly. Turnable in choose 3.4. The parts should be inspected the defect when quite schools, and it will be founded that if any cracks are present, the fluid will have been forced from them as non-metals on cooling causes of charge to become strained. A gentle air stream from source pressurized at not more than 10 lbs square inches if dedicated on surface of part may assist in the revelations of defect by removing the adjacent untreated chalk. It is essential that the examination should be made with the aid of a strong light. Cold fluid process. Now we come in cold fluid process. What is a cold fluid process? What we do, what I we not do. As stressed in paragraph 1.1, the efficiency of the process is not equal to that of the hot fluid process, and it should be used only where the applications of later process would not be practicable. Example, when examining part of assembled structure or part too large for emanations. 4.1. The parts should be thoroughly cleaned and thin coated with the solutions of lard oils and paraffin or lubricating oil and paraffin in the proportions recommended in paragraphs 3. After the surface to be examined have been thoroughly coated, oil track of the solution should be removed with transference, followed by final wiping with ungrazed tissue papers. The surface should be that be coated with French chalk. Any oil interpreted in defect will be drawn out the absorbent chalk, the resulting stain including the positions of defect. It is essential that the examination should be made with add a strong light. Now we come in the Bristol modified method. In the process, finished part or rough castings are imitated in hot oils, are removed and have the surface degreased, and are they sprayed or dusted with dry French chalk. The parts to be examined should be immersed, or if a specified area only it is to be examined, partly immersed in a solution coating of 50% paraffin and 50% spindle oil. The solution must be maintained at the temperature of 70 degrees Celsius, and the periods of emission should be sufficient to allow parts of paraffin. These temperatures of 1 hour usually being sufficient. 5.2. After emanations, the parts should be allowed to stand until all surplus oil has risen off, after which they should be transferred to a degreasing tank coating a solution consisting of the following: toppic 5%, crylic acid 5% by volume, water 90% by volume. The solution should be maintained at the temperature between 70 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius. When the cleaning action deteriorated, additions of tipul and crylic acid should be made to restore the above proportions. Note: the crylic acid should comply with the requirement of Bristol Standard 524 grades A or B. The parts should be immersed in the degree solutions of 3 to 5 minutes and should be against throughout this period. After degreasing, the pot should be transferred in tank coating cleaning hot water and should be thoroughly swept for a period of from 3 to 5 minutes, after which they should be allowed to drain. When dry, of parts should be coated with the layers of dry French chalk and equipment describes in paragraph 3.3 being suitable for this purpose, except that an air pressure 60 to 80 lbs square inches and requirement, after which surplus chalk should be removed by the applications of jet of air about to 25 to 30 lbs square inches pressures. The part should be now be examined for defects and chalks will be indicated by the white line of chalk. So further we come to new chapters after next video. So now we stop.